What's good, YouTube? It is your boy Big Cool coming to you from Colossal Sports TV, and I am back with another video. Daniel Jacobs says that he doesn't think Jermall Charlo will fight him and that he's already tamed that lion. You all know Jacobs has a big fight this weekend for the vacant IBF middleweight championship against Sergey Derevchenko, but he was asked about Jermall Charlo, and he pretty much said that Jermall Charlo, that fight probably wouldn't happen, at least no time soon. Jermall had a lot to say about him. Then he, retaliated, confronted him. We all know about the epic confrontation now. I forgot. I think it was at a Broner Vargas, after they fight. I could be wrong. But anyway, we pretty much know what happened that night. And Jacobs was saying that he hadn't heard nothing since. He hadn't heard nothing since. He pretty much said that it was a lot of barking. But now the jungle has been deserted. No giraffes. There's only giraffes and birds and mermaids. And mermaids not even in the jungle. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit. But honestly, man, I like Daniel Jacobs a lot. And I hope he wins his fight this weekend against Derevchenko so he can finally accomplish the goal of being, a champion. Yes, he was the WBA regular champion, but he wasn't the super champion. And that super champion was Gennady Golovkin. And, I thought he beat Golovkin, but that's neither here nor there now. If he wins, he will be finally crowned, a world champion in boxing and can set himself up with unification bouts with the newly crowned WBO middleweight champion, Demetrius Andrade. And you got Canelo, who just signed a 5-year, 11-fight, $365 million deal to have his fights streamed on DAZN. But in terms of this whole Jacobs-Jermall Charlo situation, I think that this is a fight that needs to happen. Both of these guys clearly don't like each other. Both guys are power punchers. Both guys are highly skilled. They're very athletic. And this has fight of the year type fight written all over it. And it's an important fight for boxing and an important fight for the middleweight division. The middleweight division has a chance to be, relevant again with Andrade, Canelo, Jacobs, Charlo. You still got Billy Joe Saunders out there, even though he was stripped of his title for, failing a drug test. Yeah, you still got Derevchenko out there who you can't forget. He could beat fucking Jacobs, and I'll upload my breakdown prediction video later today. But, and Triple G, Rod Brandt, who just upset Ron Marazza, and guys that's incoming soon from the junior middleweight division, Jared Hurd, Jaime Muguel. So the middleweight division has a chance to be relevant and be popping and have great fights. But the talk back and forth between these guys going to have to stop at some point, because Jacobs, he's aligned himself with Eddie Hearn. Yes, Al Heyman is still his advisor, but after this fight on HBO this weekend, he will be fighting on DAZN. DAZN will now showcase his fights, and if any of these fights are to come to fruition, outsiders that's not on DAZN will have to come to Canelo, come to Jacobs, come to Andrade. As simple as that. And these fights need to happen. It doesn't need to be a continuance of talking, saying, well, I think I tamed the lion. You didn't tame nothing, Daniel, until you fight the motherfucker in the ring. And if you beat him, then you can say you tamed him. You can say all you want, you did pull his whole card, or you didn't, or whatever the fuck it may be with a verbal confrontation. But nobody interested in that shit unless it's at a press conference to announce that y'all two are fighting. Jermall got a fight coming up against Willie Monroe December 22nd. And hopefully if both Daniel and Jermall win their fights, we can see this fight take place next year, But the politics always get in the way of fights that should be happening, not happening when they should happen, because ego, politics, money or lack thereof, or whatever the excuse may be. We always end up talking about these fights, and that's what's throwing boxing fans and boxing purists off, because we hear these guys yapping, but they ain't doing no signing. They losing their pen. They phone freeze up if they trying to do an electronic, signing or whatever the fucking case may be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of talking and not enough fighting. At least fight top competition. And I like both of these guys. I like Daniel Jacobs, but Daniel Jacobs needs to know when you say shit like this, fans are gonna expect you to back up your words, back up your talk, and be about your business when it comes to making this fight happen. We know that with him being aligned with Eddie Hearn, shit can get difficult. Fights can get difficult to be made. And we already know that this fight won't be an easy one to make because, look, if Jacobs get that strap around his waist, it's going to boost his ego up more. You know what I'm saying? And he already said, I'm touching M's, baby. You know what I'm saying? He going to want to touch more M's, and rightfully so. But being a champion, of course. And you got Eddie Hearn, a guy who has power in boxing, backing him, with the zone backing him. He going to want money. And you know Jermall, the WBC interim champion, he going to want his M's too. And he's backed by the most powerful man in boxing, Al Heyman. So you're going to have to negotiate that fight. You're going to have to, satisfy all the egos, stroke all the egos that's involved, and give everybody what they want or close to what they want to make the fight happen. And this shit just leads to nothing. It just leads to a stalemate. It leaves everything stagnant. This talking sounds good. It sounds good from Daniel. It do. Just like it would sound good from Jermall. But if y'all are actually approached about making a fight and the fight don't happen, please shut the fuck up. And I'm not saying that's the case with Daniel Jacobs or Jermall Charlo. But when the time comes and y'all are both presented by y'all advisors, promoters, managers, like, look, this is a real possibility. If you want to make this fight happen, they want to make it happen. Let's come to the negotiation table and make it happen. And if y'all balk at that, then shut the fuck up. Then shut the fuck up, simple as that. Because at this point, these guys have a golden opportunity to unify the division. Fuck, if Daniel Jacobs, when he has a golden opportunity, you have Demetrius Andrade right there, and you have Canelo Alvarez right there. That's 3 middleweight champions. 3 middleweight champions, you know what I'm saying? Or matter of fact, shit, no, that's all the belts. Excuse me, because Canelo holds 2 belts. Demetrius Andrade, the WBO, the winner of Jacobs, Derevchenko will hold the IBF, and that's instant undisputed status that could potentially be on the line. 1 or 2 fights, clear the dust, and boom, make it happen. But I don't know if this shit gonna happen. All I know is I hear motherfuckers talking this, talking that, talking this, talking that. Daniel, get with Eddie if you serious about making the fight happen. If you win this weekend, tell him go talk to Al. Go talk to damn, what's my man's name? His right hand man, Sam Watson. Go talk to whoever the representative is for Jermall Charlo and make this shit happen, man. Instead of doing all that talking. Leave comments in the comment section down below. Give me your thoughts on this. Do you think this fight will ever happen? Like this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button so you get notified every time new videos are uploaded. Shout out to everybody in the movement that is moving with us. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com for your latest and greatest updated, unfiltered, and unbiased boxing news and information reported the way it should be. Until next time, I am out. Peace.